So just an announcement in July, this class is going to extend to 90 minutes. Right now it's 75, but just want to give you that heads up. For future practicing, do you always have that up?
No.
You're not always on that.
Yeah. But, wow.
Yeah, right. I'm going to call it hot power 90. You know, we heat it to 90 minutes, and it's just like, it just seemed like And you know, when you have 75 minutes, and even sometimes when I go over, you realize it's like, it's not that much more time. You know, it's just a little extra, either shavasana or meditation, those kind of things. So let's start by a grounded seat. I like to, once again, sit on a blanket, just lift the hips higher than the knees, grounding down to the sits bones. Just start to close our eyes and deepen our breath. And then as we're deepening our breath, just tuning into this space. Shifting gears here as we start to bring awareness to ourselves. Just give yourself a few moments to arrive in your awareness, to arrive in this space. Maybe acknowledging or reflecting on where you're at. You can say mentally, emotionally, physically. As you're deepening the breath, slowly finding a ujjayi. So as you inhale, we create a light constriction at the back of the throat. It's almost like a reverse ha. And then as you exhale, it's like fogging up a mirror with the mouth closed. As we're finding our breath, reflecting on where we're at in our current. Let's start to find a nice tall spine, chin slightly tucks. Hands can be on the knees here, shoulders drop down. And we expand deep into the nose and out through the nose. So in this class, and as I expanded to 90 minutes starting in July. So today's class is 75, just to be clear. We're going to really focus on meditation and the practice of setting intentions. And the reason why I like to give time, and I have always given time in my classes to set intentions, is because I remember what it was like setting intentions. And it took me many years to finally get the practice down and really understand how to set intentions for myself, my circumstances, where I'm at. Part of setting the intention process is reflecting. And reflecting from a place of awareness, a place of honesty, a place of neutrality. And that's a practice in and of itself. So I like to make the intention process simple, achievable, digestible. With that being said, sometimes when it's a new experience, we can feel rushed through the experience. And I remember I never really set intentions for my classes when I would take classes because I felt rushed. I was really learning how to set intentions. The reason why I find this very important is in this particular class on this particular day is because it's Monday, first day of the week. And so if we're not setting intentions on Sunday as we really embark upon the week, this is a great time to really reflect and start to make motions towards the awareness, the behavior, the attitude, the perspective that we want to hold for the rest of this week. Maybe things that we even want to build on in our lives, such as goals. As you're here, deepening the breath in through the nose and out through the nose, the shoulders stay dropped and relaxed, the spine is nice and tall, chin draws in towards the neck. So first, let's just tune into the physical body. As you're breathing deeply in through the nose and out through the nose. Now, as we shift our awareness from our breath to reflecting, you're going to notice your breath changes. So try to keep the breath balanced in the reflection. So that's also a practice in and of itself. So we're really building right now just on a consistent rhythmic breath. In through the nose and out through the nose. The breath can start to become audible. Like we want to give time in our practice so that we can really absorb the physical practice of yoga. And just like we need to give time for the philosophy of yoga, we need to give time for the practice in and of itself. Practicing breath is a practice. So here we are. Give yourself time. Maybe that's an intention for this week. Give yourself time. If we rush through things, we really take the quality out of the experience. We also take our presence out of the experience because it kind of becomes this go, 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 on to the next thing. And oftentimes flow classes can be like that, on to the next thing, on to the next thing. In fact, that's how I was taught. But right now, where I'm at and where I've really allowed for this practice to grow inside of me is giving it time, giving it space, and allowing for myself to really absorb. And so that's what this is for, absorb. We spend so much of our waking hours outside of the yoga studio, outside of our practice, in a rushed go, go, go state. And it causes us to inherently rush through life, and once again, it becomes a habit. It becomes a habitual practice. I like to say anything that you do often or all the time, it becomes a practice. So whether it's a negative narrative in the mind or a shallow breath, it becomes a practice in and of itself. And these are the practices that create your life. So here we are today, slowing down and giving ourselves time. Maybe that's our intention. So as we've built on this rhythmic breath, we start to tune into the physical body. Maybe you move side to side. What area of your body is communicating with you the most? Maybe we rock back and forth. Just kind of organically move through your body here. Really draw your attention within yourself and communicate with your body. Really listen to your body's communication with you. Your body holds infinite amounts of wisdom in your cells that have been passed down generation after generation. And the more that you slow down, the more you can open up that wisdom that lives within yourself. When we spend so much time relying on information outside of ourselves, it stifles that wisdom that we have already living in ourselves. We're here to wake the wisdom up in ourselves. So that's what this moment is for. What's your physical body telling you today? And with love and compassion, how can we serve our bodies in our practice today? One hand on the heart when you're ready. Now I like to do this for two reasons. It's kind of like a pledge, and then also it's a breath gauge. So as we're focusing on so many different things, it can really pull away from the breath, so try to keep the breath consistent and rhythmic. We're not here to be the best and do it perfect. We're here to practice. Remember that. In through the nose and out through the nose. So we're gauging the breath, but also taking this pledge. How can we allow for this physical practice of yoga, which is an eighth of this entire practice of yoga? How can we allow it to serve us today, in this moment, and in this week, just based off of the reflection of how we're feeling right now in our bodies? What do our bodies need? What type of nourishment, care, compassion, awareness? Maybe the answer is really clear, maybe it's not so clear. My greatest advice is try not to think about it, but feel about it. Feel into it. Breathe deep into that hand. A large part of the physical practice of yoga is svadhyaya, self-study, which is one of the observances of the second limb of yoga. The physical practice of yoga is the third limb of yoga. And in those first two limbs, we have 5 observances in the first limb and 5 observances in the second limb. And in that second limb, it's called the niyamas. We have self-study, and that's a really big part of this physical practice, is studying thyself. So as you're here, we're studying the breath, but then we're also making this intention for this physical form. How can we serve ourselves? I like to choose one word. So find one word. It's going to give back, nourish. And it can be nourishment, compassion. Some of these words I've already mentioned. Try not to let it be this grand embarkment of trying to figure it out, but more so let it come to you. Let it click. Let it be authentic for you. And sometimes in our physical bodies, our bodies are asking us to slow down a lot. Once again, when we rush through life, we're rushing through our entire experience. And it can cause us to become unaware of our physical experience. So maybe that's a simple intention for us today. Go slow. Trust the slowness. Trust the process. Last thing I'm going to say about the physical body is when you feel sensation, whether it's in the form of pain or ache or any really sensation, it's an indicator. It's just trying to show you something. So as we observe this time, we can take this and take the indicator. It might take time to really learn what that indicator is, but here, this is why we're here today. So we're setting that intention for the physical body and feeling that maybe we found what we're setting for our bodies today. So you can just say, I am, and if it's positive affirming, then say that word. If the word is something like you're dissolving or trying to get rid of, or ridding pain, etc., it could be, I am dissolving. So if it's a negative kind of thing that we're trying to pull away or lose or get rid of, then you would say, I am dissolving, and you just say it internally. But if it's a positive affirming like compassion or love, light, slowness, trusting, then you would just say, I am, and then trusting. And that's going to be our physical intention. Now that's why we come to yoga, right? It's physical. Or maybe it's a little bit more. Maybe it's the mind. Now that's what the Yoga Sutras, that's where the 8-limb yoga path was placed, was in these Yoga Sutras, 126 aphorisms, or these little short sayings that created this entire philosophy of yoga. And this was the first written form of yoga. This is what the sutras was showing us, is the mind. We're going to shift our attention now to the mind, switching gears here. Is that the mind is what creates a lot of our misery and a lot of our suffering. We focus on things of the past, we focus on things of the future, we focus on things that aren't even real. And at the end of the day, the things that we produce in our mind are just that, they're not real. They're thoughts. And the more that we can become unattached with our thoughts, the less intertwined they will be in our day and how we perceive the world around us. So how can we allow for this physical practice of yoga to serve our mind and maybe our thoughts? Now, thinking is a very normal and human thing. We must allow for it. Keep breathing deep, notice your breath. But how can this physical practice help tame, control, bring love and light, steadiness and ease to your thoughts, to your mind? Our mind can really dictate our process, and that really becomes this becomes an interesting way of experiencing our life. But there's 3 parts of us that make us a whole. You've got your mind, your body, and your spirit, or your heart. So as you're here, let's create an intention for the mind. The mind can oftentimes be chaotic, or chitta vritta, which means the chaotic monkey mind. So as you're here, let's start to set an intention of the mind. Once again, we can be dissolving, ridding, getting rid of. So I am dissolving, and then place that word there. I am dissolving the chaos of my mind. Sure, that's a great one. I am steadiness and ease. That's a great one to plug into the mind. But let's find an intention for our mind that's going to serve us. What's your mind been doing? This is the reflection. What is the mind? Where has the mind been at recently? Are those thoughts serving? It's okay if they're not. It's a typical process for us as humans. We're kind of bombarded with a lot of information out there, especially on our phones. Especially when we talk a lot. I talk a lot. This is a big practice for me. So go ahead and set an intention for your mind. Breathing deep. Staying connected to your ujjayi. And let this intention carry into your week. All right, lastly, let's bring our other hand to our bellies. So now we're really holding on. 2 reasons, once again, I do this. It's to gauge the breath. A lot to focus on here. And then also, really kind of holding on to yourself here and setting this pledge, this promise, setting this intention to make new waves in your life for a new perspective, a new attitude, a new experience that's going to really serve you, lift you up, and bring you into the wisdom that is you. So I like to think that the heart is the driver of the soul. I believe our purpose lives in our hearts, and when we follow our hearts, we follow our purpose. The mind can misconstrue a lot of the ways we see our purpose and how we see ourselves in this world, so we want to kind of muddle some of that, come into this clarity in our hearts. Maybe that's a perfect intention for our heart center today. Find an intention for your heart. How can we listen more? How can we slow down and become more aware of what our hearts, our bodies, our minds, our spirit are asking of us? Breathe deep into both hands. Let them expand, rise, and lower. And then when you're ready, take a deep inhale. Squeeze through your pelvic floor, hold the breath here. We're just going to practice holding the breath. And then exhale, release. Try it again, inhale. Squeeze up your pelvic floor like you're refraining from going to the bathroom. And then you can press your navel to your spine, shoulders stay dropped, hold the breath here. Exhale, release. One more time now with our intentions involved. Inhale. Squeeze up through pelvic floor. Now hold the breath, and I want you to come back to your intention for your body. Say your intention for your body. Hold it in. Hold it tight. Squeeze through every fiber of your being. Make that pledge. And then set down your hands on your knees, open your mouth, let it go. Inhale your hands wide and high, palms touch overhead. Exhale, hands sink down to heart center, sitting nice and tall. Press palms away, big breath in. Squeeze your pelvic floor, draw the navel up and in, press it towards your spine. Hold your breath here and say your intention for your mind. And then with your hands staying at your heart, open your mouth, let it go. You know, you have to set the intentions free. That's a part of the process. Inhale. Squeeze up through pelvic floor, hold, press palms away, hold. You can even roll your eyes up and in, and then say that intention for your heart center. And then set your hands down, open your mouth, let it go. Breath in. Hold. And breath out. Alright, so we're going to start our practice in a few kriyas, and then we're going to get right into our flow. And you can switch our legs, float your eyes open if you'd like. You can always keep them closed. Alright, hands around the knees. And we're going to do, so sometimes I do this where I'm really rocking back and forth, but today we're going to do this a little more active. So you're going to inhale up, and then exhale round. Inhale up, exhale round. And it goes like this. Now you can roll your eyes up and in, and what that's going to do is going to activate your pituitary gland. Your pituitary gland is your master gland. It is responsible for the entire endocrinology of your body, your endocrine system. Inhale up, exhale back. Now a lot of this is also just finding yourself in your body. So if the movement's interesting and we're kind of finding ourselves here, that's great. That's a practice. Again, we're not here to do it perfect. We're here to just practice. We're here to explore. Be curious about the exploration. Notice your back. Notice your spine. What's communicating with you here. Keep it going. You're doing great. If you notice those thoughts coming in, just kind of watch them like a commercial. We don't really care about commercials, so, they are what they are. Let it go. Let them keep coming. And as they come, use it as a practice to become less emotionally attached to what comes up. Our minds can come up a lot, or the thoughts can come up a lot, and it can really trigger a lot of feelings. It creates a big cycle of thought, feeling. Keep it going, you're doing great. If you're feeling locked up, if you're feeling tight, this is going to help. Trust the process. If you're feeling anything sharp, of course that's an indicator to probably slow down, maybe stop, readjust, recalibrate, all those beautiful things. But if it's really just stiff and tight, you gotta breathe through it. And that stiffness, that tightness, it's an indicator. Inhale forward, exhale back. Eyes can be rolled up and in. When we activate that master plan, once again, it activates the entire glandular system. Your glandular system is responsible for your thyroid metabolism, distribution of energy. It's responsible for your mood. It's responsible for how your body distributes adrenaline and cortisol, which many of us distribute way too much of that stress hormone through our body, stress hormones, on a daily basis. Even drinking coffee in and of itself activates cortisol and adrenaline. All good, but you need to balance it out. Welcome to this spinal flex. That's what you're doing. Doing great. Everyone's doing great. Get to the breath, get through the rhythm. We're going to go for 10 more seconds. Inhale up center. Squeeze and bring all of your energy and attention to the area of your body that's communicating with you the most. Give it love, give it compassion, hold on to it, and then set it free. Let it go, exhale. It will let go. It will release the tension. All right, heart forward and move around in a big circle, swirl. And I want to say move from your pelvis. So as you're here, it's almost like you're sitting on a piece of glass or a window, and you're looking upward, and you can see the weight of your seat moving around in a perfect circle. Okay, but then as you're here, that energy kind of swirls up into the chest, so you're kind of moving with your heart as well. Breathe deep as you inhale. You're coming forward, and as you exhale, you're coming back. But choose the breath you want to breathe. Try to keep your shoulders down. Chin can come in toward your chest as you're rolling back. Then you can kind of reach your chin up and out as you're rolling forward. That's going to really help activate the thyroid. This is a great reset for the glands. When we reset the glands, we kind of reset the whole body because, once again, the glands responsible for those chemical messengers we love so much called hormones. It's responsible for your mood, and your mood is responsible for your attitude, and your attitude is responsible for your perspective. All very important things. So if we give ourselves a grand reset, it's going to just overall help with the day. So doing something like this every single day in the morning can really help. Where's your breath? Go back there. Stay with the rhythmic breath. Let it be a practice today. Be curious about the exploration of how the breath comes and goes so quickly. Be curious about the exploration of whatever you're feeling in your body. Try to be kind to it. Love it. Let it be your teacher today. That's really the only reason why I'm here. I'm here to guide you to your teachers within, your indicators. You've got many teachers within, from your own physical body and your cells, down to your emotions, down to the very pain that we experience, whether it is emotional, physical, or even in the mind. They're all teachers. And the more we can sit to be a student and be less kind of charged by it all, the more wisdom we can receive and pull from it. And I really think that's what we're here to do. You have a wisdom inside of you that nobody else has, and that's why you're here, to share it. We want to know what you know. Something I learned from the college experience was people weren't really delving from wisdom, but more so regurgitating stuff that's already been thought. Where's the room for exploration inside of ourselves? That's when I came to yoga. And I started to find it in myself. And then I became a teacher for it. Because it made sense to me. So let yourself be within. Peel the layers back. To know what's there. We have to learn to love the mosaic of who we are, which is the good, the bad, the ugly, and the absolutely beautiful. This mosaic that makes us who we are. And if you're missing this broken, mosaic is a collection of broken pieces put together. It's this gorgeous piece of artwork. And they're all different and gorgeous, and sometimes made out of different materials. And when one of those pieces is missing, you can see it. It's almost like it leaves a divot or a hole. We want those pieces to be filled so they all can shine brightly. You can also look at a disco ball. It's like a bunch of fragmented little mirrors, creating one solid, incredible piece of reflection. And this practice, this physical practice of yoga, is learning to love all these different parts of ourselves. And even if we don't love them, we become neutral about them, and we understand why they create the masterpiece that is the whole that is you. And in this life, we're here to learn that you are, in fact, a masterpiece. And that you don't need to do anything to change you to make yourself better. You are already perfect. We're here to learn how to practice and to learn and to listen in this life. Transmute our experiences into wisdom. Heart comes forward, and then we go into the other direction when you're ready, rounding those circles. I like to begin every practice like this because it warms you up in your pelvis, your hips, your spine, and it really just does that reset to the glands. I'm just going to be here for a little bit more. You can call it 30 seconds or so. Keep it going. You're doing great. Keep that attention within yourself. I'm going to do a few other kriyas to get us nice and warmed up before we get to our flow. Staying connected to the breath. What can I learn from my body today? What is it trying to tell me? Emotions get locked up in the hips. We hold on to stuff. Sometimes I like to ask myself questions. What would it feel like if I let this tension go? Versus how do I let it go? What would it feel like? What would it be like if it was no longer there? Curiosity and the exploration of self. When you're ready, one more full rotation, and then inhale up to your center. Squeeze pelvic floor, eyes roll up and in, hold the breath for 10 seconds. And exhale, release. Alright. When you're ready, let's make our way to tabletop position. Wrist below shoulders, knee below hips. If you'd like, grab a sip of water. Alright, root into your palms, knees pull out of the hips. Spread your fingertips so wide that becomes a stretch in and of itself. Tops of the feet can be flat on the mat, or you can tuck your toes, depending on what's feeling good. We're going to do cat-cow, so we're just going to really start in some kriya. So cat-cow kriya is fast. You inhale, sway, exhale around. Now as you're practicing this, the arms stay straight and strong. It's almost like you're moving through your belly button. So you're trying to fix your arms. The head doesn't really need to swing around here. Inhale, sway, exhale, round. So inhale as you drop the belly, almost as if you're looking up. And then exhale, round. Powerful breath. Now try to be fluid in your spine as you're doing this. So try not to jerk here. You want to be soft and compassionate as we're learning this practice, especially with kriyas. And then let the breath move you. So with the inhale is the sway and the exhale is the rounding. As you drop the belly, you're relaxing the belly, and as you round, you're bringing your belly towards, or your belly button towards your navel, towards your spine. Inhale, sway, exhale, round. You're doing great. Stay nice and strong in your arms here. Keep it going. I like to just make sure we're all on track here. Make sure your wrists are directly below your shoulders. You're stacking your arms. Some of you have your hands a little farther forward. Nice. Good. Let's say so around. In this kriya, you're not really going too slow. You're going a little bit faster than slow, I would say. Well, go slow to feel it in the body, right? And then start to go fast. So I love the pace that you're using right now. Get a feel for it, and then really work with it, right? Once it's there and you get it, that it clicks, then go for it, right? Doing great. Keep spreading those fingertips nice and wide, stay connected here. Yes, you can kind of get lost in the sauce, but try to stay present. You know, it feels good to kind of get lost in your own rhythm. There's something really healing about it. Well, let your breath be the one that's moving you here. Getting nice and warm to the shoulders and the body. You've got about a minute 30 to go. Alright, inhale, sway. Exhale, round. Inhale, neutral. And then exhale, child's pose. Knees out wide, big toes touch. Walk all the way down. Forehead on the mat. Long, steady breathing here. So the Kriya, the reason why I like to do Kriya before all of the flow is your breath. You're finding your breath here. So first we start with like this slow breath that we're getting now. And then we get into this fast, rhythmic breath that really gets us in contact with breathing, right? So just breathe long, slow, and deep here. I want you to take this into your physical practice. We're going to do one other Kriya, and then I want to finish our practice today in this really beautiful meditation to break habits. Habits in the way we think, we see, modes of operation, behaviors. Some stuff is really serving, some stuff is not. That's okay. It's all indicators. It's all there to help us. Breathe into your low back. And then when you're ready, slowly bring yourself up. So the reason why we do that and we put our forehead on the mat is because when you do cat-cow Kriya, you create a lot of activity in your frontal lobe, and you want to bring pressure to the frontal lobe. Alright, so we're sitting on our heels if that's available for you. If it's not, then just sit back on your sits bones. And all good, either way, compassion. So find what's working for you today, what feels good. We're going to be here for about 3 minutes. This is the last Kriya before our flow. And so find a seat that you can stay in for about 3 minutes or so. This is a great seat for digestion, kicking off the digestion. You can sit on blocks, all kinds of stuff. Do what works for you. We're going to do fists of anger. When you start the healing process or the awareness process, it can bring up a lot of stuff. And it's not just for anger, it's really for processing, right? And I sure do this at times, today, every day. Alright, start making fours. Squeeze your thumbs. Feet crack with them. Alright, chest out. Alright, but you're going to roll your arms back. Now I want you to feel this out for a second before we start the breath. What's going to help you right now? So if moving your arms like this feels really good, then do that. But think almost like your arms are in front of you, like this equal sign, right? And we're moving it. Then you have a breath. In through the mouth, out through the mouth. It's like a breath of fire, but it's through our mouth. And it goes like this. This is our last little breath work. If you're new to breath work, well, welcome. This is great practice and a very huge part of yoga. It's great for the arms, it's great for the shoulders and rotator cuff. And it's great for processing. Keep it going. Good. Alright. Now there's a lot of stuff that happens in this world, it happens in our day-to-day, it happens in our experiences that can cause us to either feel a certain way and then we behave in a certain way. Like, so for instance, maybe we feel something and then we sweep it under the rug. That's our like process, right? So this is your time to process. When we sleep and we have very active dreams, it doesn't really allow for us to process. So we're here to process right now. Let this stuff move through you. We do fists of anger so that we no longer harden to our experience, we start to soften. Right? The more softer we can be with ourselves, the softer we can be with others, the more compassion we can build in our hearts. And really, I think that's what this is all about, is compassion. the experience. Can we be trusting of the process? How would it feel like, what would it feel like, excuse me, I'm trying to take an how out of my vocabulary. It's not doing me any service. It really takes the magic out of life when we figure out how. So you ask with curiosity, what? What would it feel like if I was curious or trusting of this process? All those chaturangas you do, this is going to help. Just like we dance in our happiness, we can learn how to dance in our sadness and our grief. We can learn how to dance in our anger and dance in all of these emotions because they're there to teach us. Almost there. 15 seconds. Leave it all on your mat. Alright, interlace your fingers, inhale. Palms face the sky, imagine white light all around you, hold your breath, exhale. Inhale. White light all around you, squeeze up your pelvic floor, squeeze every fiber of your being, exhale. Last time, inhale. Squeeze up through heart center, hold, imagine white light all around you, gleaming. And then exhale, release. Inhale, once your fingertips touch the ground. And exhale. So good. Couple breaths here. Go back to Ujjayi. We're going to slow it down now. But maybe we get a powerful Ujjayi, we get right in this power flow. Find a rhythm with your breath. You need to do a couple open mouth exhales. It's beautiful. Kind of let that heat, let that steam, let it go. We want to be at peace inside of ourselves. Helps us create more peace in this world. When we don't have peace in ourselves, it kind of creates exactly what we're dealing with in ourselves outwardly. We need to stop focusing on fixing the world and fixing the problems that we're experiencing outside of ourselves. Start with focusing on the problems. They're not problems. They're not problems. They're just indicators. Focusing on what's happening inside. Once we focus on what's happening with inside, we then can manage and take care and compassionately fix. Those things will fall into place on the outside as well. Couple more breaths. I want you to have your breath as we start to flow. We're really going to get into this. Alright. If you have a blanket or anything, go ahead and move it out of the way. Grab water if you'd like. It might have been a little bit dry. Alright. Start fingertips nice and wide. Tuck your toes, lift your knees. Tailbone reaches high to the sky, downward dog. Start to stretch it out. Spread those fingertips wide, wide, wide. Root into your palms. Reach your tailbone high. Walk it out. Breathe deep. Tailbone reaches high to the sky, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Alright, inhale forward, high plank, wrists below shoulders. Exhale back, down dog. Inhale forward, high plank. Exhale back, down dog. Inhale forward, high for you. Exhale back. Alright, take a big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, right leg high to the sky, heel faces the sky, toes face the earth. Exhale, knee to nose. Move slow. Inhale, right leg high, we're not even there. Here we go. Hold, move slow, move slow. Exhale, knee to nose. Hold, stay right there. Yes. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Lengthen your breath here. That's what the practice is about. Hold. One more time. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Find a pause between each breath. Hold. Now send that foot in between your hands. Knee is stacked above ankle. Drop down to the back knee. Inhale, hands reach high. Deep breath. Exhale, peel arms apart. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, straighten your front leg, flex the foot. Exhale, forehead to knee. Inhale, walk your knee above ankle. Exhale. Inhale, lift the back knee. Exhale. You're going to bend into your back knee and then inhale, lift your left leg high. Take a deep inhale. Now you can have blocks here to support yourself. Exhale, you're going to shape a squat. Bring your left knee to the outside of your right calf, almost like a little tap or a little curtsy. Inhale, find length. Exhale, squat. Find a pause between each breath. This is how we really flow. Inhale, find length. Exhale, squat. You want to give your breath a chance. Inhale, find length. Exhale, squat. 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 Last one. Inhale. Exhale, squat. Inhale, lengthen it up. Exhale, drop your foot behind you. Drop. Your back heel is lifted. Inhale, root through your feet. Your fingertips can be raised in air. And then rise. Really feeling those muscles power on and press them on. Inhale. Exhale, feel your arms away. Inhale, you're going to lunge forward, reach forward. Exhale, peel your arms back. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, peel your arms back. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, back. All right, now you're going to inhale, sweep up. Exhale, out. Inhale, lunge forward. Exhale, pull it back. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, out. Inhale, forward. Exhale, pull it back. Then inhale, sweep up. Exhale, out. Inhale, lunge forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, sweep up. Hold. And swivel your back foot flat so it's parallel to the back of the mat. Arms reach out wide. Warrior 2. Try and heel back arch alignment. Breathe. Settle in. Notice your toes. Try not to vertical pose. Hold. And make sure your front knees eventually stacking above the ankle, but you don't want it to reach ahead of your knee. Okay? Breathing deep. Let's inhale, straighten the leg. Take a little break. Exhale, coming right back. Inhale, lengthening up. Exhale out. Long Ujjayi bend. Can you find a pause between each breath? Because let me tell you this, if you start to pause between each breath, you won't start to hyperventilate as you move faster. When you slow your breath down, you slow your mind down. 2 more.
palm. Inhale, reverse. Keep your legs exactly the same. So stay forward in that bend. And then exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, rise and reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, rise, reverse. Exhale. Pause. This is where it gets harder. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Good work. Pause. Inhale. Exhale. Alright, you're going to inhale, rise, reverse. Exhale, extend side angle. Now we're going to try this thing. We're going to inhale, rise, reverse, kind of, but come back to crescent lunge. Lower. Transition here. Take a big breath in. And then exhale, you're going to come to a squat. And then inhale back to crescent lunge. Exhale, squat. Inhale back to lunge. Exhale, squat. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale. And exhale, hold. Beautiful. Inhale, rise. Exhale, feel it apart. Inhale, reaching up, tuck your tailbone. And exhale, hold, hold, hold. All the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your feet back. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale, drop down to your knees. You can drop down to your chest and chin. All the way down to the belly. Inhale, cobra pose. There's no weight in those hands. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, bringing yourself up. And back down dog. Alright, let's feel. We got this right leg and we got this left leg. Breathing deep. Pedal out those legs. We're going to balance out, of course, the left leg. Go slow. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, need to know slow. Inhale. Spread those through your hips nice and wide. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Hold, 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 hold. Set that foot in between your hands. Drop down to the back knee. Everything will eventually balance out, right? It'll all work out. Inhale. Arms up. Exhale. Feel it apart. Inhale, hands down. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, forehead down towards the knee. Inhale, walk the knee low ankle. Exhale. Inhale, lift the back knee. Exhale. And then you're going to bend into the back knee and lift your back leg. Once again, you can use blocks here. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale, find length. And exhale, squat. Inhale, find length. Exhale, squat. Good work. Inhale, find length. Exhale, squat. Inhale, good work. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale, play leg. Exhale. Inhale, play leg. Exhale, step your foot back. Back heels lifted. Inhale, sweep hands back. Exhale, peel arms apart. Alright, now inhale, lunge forward. Stay right here. Exhale, peel back. Inhale, lunge forward. Exhale, peel back. Inhale. Exhale, peel back. 2 more like this. Inhale. Exhale. Big breath. Inhale. Exhale. All right, now inhale, sweep hands high. Exhale, take it out. Inhale, lunge forward. Exhale, peel it back. Inhale, hand sweep high. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale, lunge forward. Exhale, peel it back. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, swivel back, foot flat, warrior two. Stay right there, breathe for a second. Tuck your tail one under. Connecting. Front heel back arch alignment. Inhale, reach hands high. And you're going to straighten that front leg. Good work. Exhale out. Knees stacked above ankles, you come forward. Yes. Inhale up. Exhale out. Inhale up. Exhale out. Inhale up. Exhale out. Doing great. Oh, a couple more times. And out. Alright, stay right here. Wrist to shoulder, shoulder to wrist alignment. Just check in with your arms. Good work. Yes, hold on. Breathe. Alright, flip the palm. Your legs stay exactly as they are. You're almost isolating and your hips just tilting back. Inhale. Exhale, extend it, This is where it becomes harder to hold the breath. Pause here. Inhale, pause. Hold, hold, hold. So we're still in reverse warrior. Find your breath for a second. Pause. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Pause. Inhale, rise, reverse. Pause. Exhale, extended side angle. Pause. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Pause. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Pause. Last time. Good work, everyone. Pause. All right, you're gonna exhale, come forward. All right, now as you inhale, you're gonna kind of swivel up. Right. But then we're gonna kind of come to warrior. Excellent, here I am. I've got this. You've got this. Good work. Doing great. Breathe deep. Stay right here. All right, so from here, I almost forgot where I was at. Take a deep inhale. And then you're gonna come forward. So you bring your hands to your heart. Right now, inhale, step it back. Exhale, take it forward. Inhale, step it back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Last one. Hold here. Inhale, rise. Exhale, peel it apart. You don't have to back bend, just open up your chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands up your back. Knees, chest, chin, all the way down. Alright. Inhale. Now we're going to do some spinal lifts here. So you're going to lift your feet in your hands. It looks like this. Here goes. So inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Very good. Alright, now come down. Stay right there. Now I want you to take your arms out. So that was just for practice. Okay, now you're kind of creating a figure 4 with your arms. All right, feet stay down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Last one. Inhale up. And exhale. All right, wiggle it out. Now you're gonna do arms and legs. Here we go. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Keep it going. Two more. Last one. All right, shake it out. Take a big breath. All right, inhale, push yourself up. And back. Down dog. Cuddling out the heels. Someone reaches high to the sky, spread fingertips nice and wide. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step your foot through, palm between your hands. And you're going to slide your back foot in, straighten both legs. Inhale, reach your heart forward, and then exhale, fold. And pose. Alright, take your right thumb into your right hip crease, press the hip down and back. Kind of wanting to pop up now. Take your left fingertips within the right foot, open up the chest to the right, and then inhale, maybe taking your right hand. So all that flow is to help to start open up the body in a different way. Now what you're going to do is you're going to look down. Bend your knee, lift your back leg, lift that back leg. And then kind of walking your fingertips forward so that your wrist is below shoulders, fingertips are below shoulders. Keep lifting that back hand. Good work, everyone. Good work. Alright, now take your right hand in front of your left right foot. And you're going to start to open and stack that right hip, opening up. Taking your left hand high to the sky, Ardha Chandrasana. So you're just doing the reverse triangle and reverse Ardha Chandrasana. Now we're Ardha Chandrasana. Good breath. Bend your front knee, so foot back. Right heel back arch alignment, right hand on your right shin, ankle block, left hand high. Here we are in this beautiful triangle pose. Breathing deep, stay right here. And tucking your tailbone under. Good work, everyone. You look good. Alright, bend your front knee. You're going to inhale, rise, reverse, so we're going into this reverse warrior. Put your hands down to the mat. Beautiful, drop down in the back. Alright, two options here. So, we're either going to just go into this half Ardha Hanumanasana. So, Ardha means half, Hanumanasana means splits. It's really monkey pose is what it means. So, this is half splits. We're going to play with the full split, so I'm not telling you to go into the splits, but walk your foot forward. Just go to where you feel good, right? You're going to test it out. You're like, okay, that's my length, that's my space, this feels good. Get right into that hamstring, really working today. Great. Now you can just bring your heart down. If it feels good, you can go farther, but if you're right where you're at, stay where you're at. You don't need to go farther. You can push yourself up so that your fingertips are supporting or your hands are supporting or your gloves. They all look good, but when you're doing this, you also just want to make sure your back toes are facing directly back, but everyone looks good. Couple more breaths, your deep breaths into that. Very good. I'm proud of you all for where you're going today. Relax the jaw. And then when you're ready, slowly bring your foot in. You can kind of scoot your knee back in. Just kind of find yourself back. Your knee stacked above ankle. Inhale, reaching up high. Exhale, take it out. Inhale, reaching up. And then exhale, hands down. You're going to tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, and step your foot back, down dog. Alright, start to pedal out those heels. Very good. You know, we did all this work on the right side, then we went to the left side, and now we really started to unravel some of it. Letting the practice really serve to a deeper place inside of ourselves. Inhale, left leg high, very good. Exhale, step it through. Alright, staying right there. Just slide your back leg. Your feet are on train tracks here. Inhale, reaching heart forward, and then exhale, fold. Notice we're doing a lot of things to really prep the leg for this deeper half splits, and essentially that's all we're doing. We're just taking our half splits and we're going a little bit deeper so that maybe one day we can go into Hanumanasana. That's not necessarily the point, but it's an offering. Great. Okay, and then with your right fingertips, plant them within the left hip. Left thumb comes into the hip crease. Press your hip down and back. Open your chest up to the left. And then taking your left hand high. This is revolving triangle pose. So it would be Ardha Trikonasana. Again, you can start to feel those muscles that you're going to be working with in Ardha Hanumanasana here. Right? Really spiking on from the tailbone all the way down to the ankle. Breathe deep. And that's how we learn to get into the pretzel poses. I don't necessarily need those, but there's a way to do it. Alright, so what you're going to do here is you can kind of bring your hand down, bend into the front knee as you lift your back leg. Right fingertips are going to come underneath your right shoulder. Left hand can be on your sacrum or left hand high. Once again, we're working those muscles, stretching them, lengthening them to prepare for Hanumanasana or Ardha Hanumanasana, a little deeper than what we typically do in a yoga class. Breathe deep here, you got this. Only just a little bit more. Alright, now go ahead and take your left fingertips down in front of the left foot. Right, and then right fingers are kind of either resting on the hip or you're taking your right hand high for Ardha Chandrasana. So, we went from revolving half moon, where you're twisting, to half moon pose. legs to our torso. Good breath, I'm proud. One more breath. Go ahead and bend your front knee and step your foot back. Now your feet don't need to be too far away. Left hand can be on the shin or a block. Right hand high, tuck that tailbone under. For triangle pose. Okay, some of the different muscles, connective tissue, preparing for this way deeper posture. When we release what we hold on to in the body, we'll be free ourselves. We free up. When you free up in the physical form, you free up in your breath, the ethereal form. When you free up in your breath, you can really start to take the path of yoga deeper, where you can withdraw from your senses, where you can truly learn to concentrate, and truly learn to meditate, and truly learn to liberate. That is the 8-room yoga path. What are we liberating from? Oh, just the confines of our mind. That's all. The shackles of our thoughts. This is ancient 5,500-year-old knowledge. But it's here for us always. When you're ready, go ahead. Bring the hand down. Okay, bend into your front knee. You're going to inhale, rise, reverse. You're kind of opening up that side now. Pinwheel your hands down. We're prepared for this. Setting that knee down. Now you know where we're going, so you can take your back knee back, front leg forward. And I'm here to tell you, you don't have to go that far. Just go to your length here. Go where it feels good. Try not to go beyond that, though. I know it's exciting. It's fun. Make sure those back toes are doing what they should. You want a nice straight line. Forward and back. Now I like to come forward and come down a little, just so I'm really getting into it. But if that's enough, you're good. You don't have to come that far down. And then you can just push your arms up, and we're just going to spend, we'll call 5 to 10 breaths, depending on how slow or fast you're breathing. Bring your attention within yourself. More breaths, we're almost done here. Stay in the same line. Alright, now when you're ready, slowly, gently, sweetly, kindly switch in. Please be kind to yourself here. Knees stacks above ankle. Very good. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, take it out. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down. Tuck your back toe, lift your back knee. And then exhale. Down dog. I love those heels. You pedaled enough. Someone reaches high to the sky. And then bend your knees with your hands. Hop, like hop to a seat. Palms of the feet can touch, knees fall out wide, holding forward. And what I'm going to have you do is interlace your fingers around your toes. Up. So like a seated happy baby, and we're up. Alright, Then you're in happy baby on your back. You don't have to come back up. Stretch one leg out, then the other, then one, then the other, and then just find a happy baby that's suitable for you. I will encourage drawing your heels down towards your tailbone. The knees come into the chest. We're going to do one last thing here. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Yeah, so you're going to grab onto the right leg, hug it in. And then bend your right knee. Once you've hugged it in for a little bit, then bring your right leg over to the right side body. And carry your right leg over to the left side for a supine twist. Very good. Looking in the opposite direction. And then when you're ready, bringing that leg back. Hook your right ankle to your left knee and figure four it really quick. Hug it in. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And then release that foot. Right foot is down, left foot reaches up. So first you're going to hug it in, breath or two, nothing serious here. Hug it in. So your leg is long first. Then bend that knee and bring it out to the left side body. Then carry it over. Supine twist. Back center when you're ready. Hooking your left ankle to your right knee, hug it in. Breathe it out. And then gently release that foot. Feet are flat on the mat. I want you to press your feet so much into the mat that you really feel your low back engage with the mat. Stay connected with your low back on the mat here. If you know your low back's going to stay connected, then walk your legs out. Otherwise, keep your feet flat here and keep your low back engaged on the mat. So it's like you're tucking your tailbone under, scooping your tailbone. Chin slightly tucked in towards the chest, shoulders out of the ears, arms down to ear side. Feel the back of the head, low back. If you're engaged and you're going to stay engaged, walk your legs out. If you do feel a sway in your back when you walk your legs out, just keep your feet flat on the mat for this. And stay here. Final Shavasana pose. Amazing. Got it up to 92. Very good, very good. It only goes to 90. Already start to move your fingers and toes, bringing that awareness back into the body. Inhaling, hands and overhead, stretching nice and long. You can stretch your legs all the way out. And walk your feet flat on the mat, turning over to one side. The pillow, finding yourself in this space of awareness. Taking something with you today from this practice. Take your intentions with you. Take your practice with you. Take your ability to slow down with you. When you're ready, slowly pushing yourself up to a seated position. We can come back to this place with one hand on the heart and one hand on the belly. When we take this path of yoga through the 8 limbs, the first limb is reconciling with the world. There's 5 observances. The second limb is reconciling with yourself. And there's 5 observances. And then the third limb is your physical practice. And then you learn to breathe. And that's the 4th limb, breath. The 5th limb is turning your attention within. From there we go into focus, single-pointed focus. That focus turns into a state of being, that is meditation. That meditation sets you free into liberation. And that's essentially what we're doing here every time. So take that path with you. More than just the physical practice of yoga. Take it all with you today. Inhaling the hands up high, wide, above head. Exhale as we fold forward to seal the sacred practice that we have today. The highest meaning, honor, sees, and respects the highest meaning. Thank you so much. Hope you have a beautiful Monday. Love you all. Thank you.
Seats.